What's good, everyone? This is Artists of Truth coming to you once again this evening with another vlog entry. So, as you can see, Terry Crews and DL Hughley. I want to really touch on this, this whole topic, because if you're on Twitter, you may have caught it. Because me personally, I'm banned from Twitter. Twitter really and truly doesn't like my choice of language, and honestly, I don't give a damn. But it was an interview, God Gave You Muscle, that was with DL Hughley, of course. And he was asked a question about Terry Crews and, and whatnot, how he felt. And what really made it comical was how Terry Crews took to Twitter. He went to Twitter and started tweeting DL Hughley instead of going to him man to man, setting something up to, where them two could sit down and talk about the issue. So Terry Crews went to Twitter, and of course, in the, I want to say the last tweet, he was, he asked the question, should I come and slap the shit out of you? And I found that tweet quite amusing, because if you are comfortable and logically, reasonably thinking to go and want to do harm to one of your own, you all because of words, all because of people making jokes about it, you want to go and possibly slap shit out of DL Hughley, but you didn't slap the shit out of Weinstein. Whatever he did to you. Because honestly, nobody was there but you, your wife, and the demon Harvey. This shit just doesn't, it really doesn't add up to me, that you're willing to go and slap the shit out of your brother who never put his hands on you. He just stated his own personal opinion, which we are living in a place where we can express our own opinions. You can like it, you don't have to. You can voice your opinion about someone else's, but either way, the earth continues to turn. So it really bothered me, because it's a house nigga mentality that Terry Crews is operating with. And the reason why I say specifically a house nigga or field nigga mentality, which I like to use, you are operating with a house nigga mentality when you allow your massa to sexually abuse you, sexually assault you, and you suck it in. You suck it in, you don't say anything because you don't want to jeopardize your career, and you don't want to be looked upon as the bad guy. And I'm thinking to myself, you don't want to be looked upon as the bad guy. Who gives a damn? If another man has sexually assaulted you, you break his face. That is why God gave you muscles. God gave you muscles to not only work, but those same muscles are to protect yourself and protect your family. But the next man comes along and, he wants to joke. He wants to joke about your situation, what happened to you. And then all of a sudden you want to jump out there and become physically combative with your brother. But your brother never laid hands on you. And, I'm recognizing a lot of women are just coming out saying, hey, how how Terry Crews handled the situation. He handled it brilliantly. But this is my thing. If you've been watching the news, which I haven't, I've just been getting my sources from other means. But if you notice, he's already dropping off cases. He's 2 or 3 cases he's already dropped off. He's walking out of court. Just like whatever. So my thing is, if he's already walking away from cases that have been brought up against him, charges that have been brought up against him, and he's walking away from it smiling, still going to work, still making his money, I find it quite disturbing that suddenly, just because another man that happens to be your brother is joking, you suddenly want to go and slap shit out of him. That's a house nigga mentality. You want to go out in the field, you want to go out into the field and beat on your brother, but then you want to walk back into the house where good old Mass is and let him just fondle you up. Even though in your subconscious mind, you know that shit's wrong. That's not natural. You wouldn't allow a brother to disrespect you, but you will allow a white man to disrespect you. I find the problem with that. And this is the problem with our own community, with black folks. We don't have a problem whooping each other's asses when it deems necessary. We don't have a problem shooting at each other when it deems necessary or unnecessary. We're not trying to go through any necessary proper channels on a level of communication to express our disgust. We don't go through those proper channels with our own people. But why in the fuck are you going through those proper channels? Why in the hell are you going through those proper channels with the white man? I find that quite amusing. Ass backwards, and disturbing. But in closing, if you haven't checked the video out, check the video out for yourself. Get you a laugh in. Let it marinate on your mind for, about 30 minutes. And tell me exactly what you feel. Do you agree or do you disagree? So that is my 2 cents. And I am going to go cook. So in the meantime, in between time, love each other, be safe, empower each other, and protect our black women. And yes, black women, empower and protect us as well. You got to have our back.